Hello and welcome back to another episode of Who's Ya Wee Gem Beastie. It's a beautiful day here in the Mpishini Valley. The sky is skying, the aloes are aloing. There's some lemons over here. They lemon as only lemons can lemon. Look at those winter lemons. Happy days. Yo, welcome. This is Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals, fossils, happy days, and did I say fossils? Fossils as well. If you're new here, hello, how's it? There's Cora's written a short story with a twist at the end, at the bottom. At the description here beneath, please take the time to read it. Basically what it says is, because we're a wholesaler in Africa, we require a minimum order of 10 kilograms before we ship, because as opposed to first world countries, we ship and it's a per kg cost. It's not a one cost covers all. No, that's first world problems. We like to make things complicated, so 10 kgs makes that a little bit more bearable. Other than that, comment to claim. If you haven't claimed before, please introduce yourself and hello, I'm XYZ, my name is actually Bobby or whatever. Then you got a week to pay, claim, to complete the order, and then to pay. Happy days. Other than that, here's Cora and Vusi. There's Vusi. He's all right. He's responsible for making all the stacks here. There's Jono, the photographer. Let's see, he's doing some Namibian pictures down there. And Brian, he's rocking. Right, onto the first trolley. Righto, first trolley up, and we off and away with a weird flat of Bukanatuk. So Bukanatuk, from a place called Bukanatuk, I know, comes with various different variations. There's probably about 5 or 6 variations. Here we've got the light, well, no lilac, but lots of limonite in the Windows version. There's 12 of these little clusters, 860 grams. It's rated as very good to very good to A, yes. So just note a beta, the less purples in any of amethyst, the cheaper the price. That's the correct asking price as well. If we pay less, you pay less. Happy days. So these little witchy fingers variation come with lots of limonite at the base, and then these are just weird. Look at that. That's just one little quartz window off on its own little rebellious tangent. And then at the cross sections, nice little cluster here. Like I mentioned, these have got those limonite veils just beneath the windows. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. This one here has, wow, that's just pure sparkle, man. Just a nice funky piece of rock, pseudomorph likely, covered in juicy, ready for that nightlife. Which in Bukanatuk at the moment is a serious endeavor. I would not recommend it to anyone, unless of course you feel lucky with your life. This flat at 12 here is going to cost all of $31. That is for flat 555. Next up, we got some feldspar and tourmaline, black tourmaline shore. There are 35 of these little clumps or clusters, and as we've learned recently, always pay attention, because there might be aquamarine hiding out in these. The moment, anything from Caribib in Namibia, that's the Orongo region, is fraught with beautiful gems. Fluorite, oh, look at that beautiful tourmaline crystal right there. That's gorgeous. No evidence of aquamarine here, so we shall move on. These are rated as good, very good to A grade. Almost a kilogram is going to cost $55 for the 35. That's flat 215. Onto some Mendingi malachite. There's 3 large clusters here with ball malachite, also a little bit of a botryoidal malachite, finely woven on top of druzy. Have a look at this. That's beautiful. It's quite light. flat weighs 1.25 kilos. It's rated as very good 2A. Right, here's the B. This flat of Mndingi Mine Magic is going to set you back $72. That is flat 246. Onto the more traditional variety of Bukanatok, which is the lilac with the limonite, which we cheekily call ametrine. Get it? Amethyst and citrate. There's nothing citrine about this. It's limonite. Right, just so we get that right. All the colloquialisms in the gem industry can sometimes be a little bit deceptive, if you know what I mean. This flat's rated all as A grade. And what else? Where shall we? That's a pretty one here, with the triple termination at the top there. Nice. Hot toddy Spirit Amethyst. Nice. Flatter 35. 101 kilos, 621 grams. Going to cost $84. That is flat 558. Next, we got sick, gorgeous lumps of azurine, orthoclase, and probably our tonight. Not so much this one. Oh yeah, that's over there. Always on the lookout for a little bit of zircon as well. If it's from Zomba, it has to come with the alliteration zircon. Zircon Zomba, yeah. So clever of Malawi to have done that. Nice big lumps. It only weighs 1.25 kilos altogether. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Hello, Gaynor.
Hello.
Gaynor's everyone's favourite. She pays people. Right, this flat's rated as very good. All 6 of them. Oh, there's a. That is. Oh, it looks just like tourmaline. No, it's not tourmaline because it's square. Look at that little square job there. It's beautiful. And that's upsettonite. Very nice flat. A weighty bit of azurine. That's going to cost $44 for the 6. That's flat 235. Next up, we got some Congolese blue. Well, turquoise to be specific. 420 grams worth of A grade only. Chrysocolla with some native, or druzy and native copper in the druzy. This one. Here we go. There's a delicious turquoise flavor. These 12 specimens. A couple of them are really thin like this. That's always grand. Bit of a pseudomorph. Chrysocolla after malachite, after azurite, all in a little Indian file with a nice generous portion of druzy on top. The malachite here as well. It's beautiful. It's another skinny one. There's another pseudomorph. Yum, yum, yum. More native copper. Another skinny. Lekker, man. Look at all that gorgeous druzy. Yum, 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 yum. This flat's going to set you back $84. That is for flat 223. Right, now, on to some blue lace agates. For all of you that have been regulars for a while, you would know that we have inundated you with Malawian blue lace, but this for a change. We got some Namibian blue lace agate, and there's a very big difference. One, it's more expensive. Two, it's not wild, and the matrix is much, much harder. So if ever you wanted to make little pendants or you want to cabochons, blue lace cabochons, this is the material that you want. It is a lot heftier and a lot easier to carve up. Nice straight lines as well. Oh, there we go. There's a nice example of nice thick shelf. Blue lace. It's the Namibian version. It weighs 2.79 kgs. Let me just show you. I've got a flat here of traditional Malawi blue lace, just to compare the two. This matrix here is a lot softer than the Namibian stuff. Also, it's more regular. As you can see, it comes in shelves as opposed to circus playgrounds. Right, this flat of Namibian blue lace is going to set you back $34. That is flat 360. Next up, we got some, this time it is Zomba smoky quartz, because azurine, that's why. 35 of these crystals rated as a good, very good to A grade, slightly more than a kilogram. Zomba crystals are much darker than the Orongos, much maroon dark. In fact, that's so dark. It's probably getting radiation right straight into my thumb. These 35, they're going to cost $36, so that's just more than $1, slightly more than $1 a crystal. Oh, look at that one, that is beautiful, for flat 309. Let's just go back there. Hey, look at that. Nice flat. I like my smokies. Next, a little winner chicken dinner piece of diaptase. 6 specimens here from the Congo. This is rated as A and very good. So that makes it a bit grand. Lots of nice bladed malachite there as well. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Get in there. Zoom in a little bit. Nice large gems, crystals. This looks like a little bit of a stander. Do you? No, hang on. No. Do you want to stand? No, it doesn't want to stand. Okay, fine, you don't have to stand. A non-standing diaptase specimen. Here's one with slightly smaller crystals, also still that bladed malachite in there. A little bit of chrysocolla around the edges. And look at this. Nice big diaptase crystals and then that bladed malachite. Beautiful. This is 490 grams for the 6 diaptase. They're going to only cost $87. That's pretty cheap for very good to A grade. 652. Next up, Caribib Irongo Namibian fluorite. Green and orange with that beautiful vermiculite mica in the mix as well, just to give it that nice rust-off feeling. Now, so these have come, they've been quite the normal cubic fluorite, but some of these are octahedral, which is what I'm looking for now. A bit of black tourmaline in there as well, quartz. So the octahedrals, made famous by the alien eye, or I think it was the 80s, early 90s. See, there's an octahedral crystal fluorite. So cat eye or alien eye fluorite, only a handful of those specimens came out, and they were all octahedral, or there and thereabouts, but very different, very special. Fluorite all around. These are rated as good to very good only. Come on, where are you? Oh, hello, there you are. See, octahedral, special. There as well. Just the form alone is pretty special. This flat here is it's only 690 grams. It's going to cost $37. That's flat 4. Nice. So, banging on about the different variations of book and I took. First we saw the old Paley Witch's Fingers, then the more traditional ametrine, that's the limonite and the spirit quartz, and here we got slightly larger windows, a bit more smoky than any of the others. This flat here, 1.254, very good to A grade. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Large windows, slightly more smoky. Still that limonite at the base. There's 20 of these crystals. Beautiful clean windows. Beautiful veils. Very nice flat this. It's going to cost $62. Which is pretty par on course. 1.245 kilos for flat 554. Next up we got 12 large-ish limonite clusters. And these are from Karoi in Zimbabwe. Always looking for the inclusions because limonite does have a fair amount of them. It's a pretty little vug cave like this one here. Lots of red hematoid in the mix there. So limonite, essentially rusty iron. It's not unusual for red hematoid because that's just iron. These are lovely because so that secondary growth of quartz has gone over it and created those beautiful veils. Very nice. And the other ones, here's let's see. Well, this one's particularly ugly. It's one of those. If you're a retailer, this is for your ugly clients. I don't tell them I said that. That's naughty. The famous words of Frank Zappa. There's more of us ugly motherfuckers than you pretty guys out there. Huh. Right, this flat weighs 2.63 kilograms. It's rated as good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $54 for the 12. That's flat 258. Next up, the confusing but very pretty chrysocolla / Hemi. This is why Hemi? Because it's heavy. Because it's from Laputo mine. Is a lovely chrysocolla with a druzy top. Here we got a very hot toddy amount of druzy. That chrysocolla shining through. It's nice to see these variations as opposed to, say, the chrysocolla from let's just compare apples and pears here. And there's the Laputo stuff. Nice. 6 of these in here. They're rated as good, very good to A grade. The malachite as well. Sure, that is incredible translucency. This flat here is going to cost $35. That's a bargain. For flat 232. Onto some fossilized tree limbs from Gokwe in Zimbabwe, polished only on one side. These have put my neck on a tree stump and say that's nickel. Around the side, that's light green. That's a beautiful specimen. $1.66 kilograms. They're rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $28 only. That's flat 224. Mindingi malachite, again a flat of 6, 580 grams. These are rated as a very good 2A. And let's have a little closer look at the 6. That's not so much juicy, that is proper nice smoky quartz in the mix, or probably limonite. Nice, no scuff marks, that's beautiful. There we go, a bit more botroidal. Quartz around the side. Here we go. Small little balls. Oh my God, is that broccoli malachite? Looks like broccoli malachite.
Okay.
Nice. I'm coin phrasing that. Broccoli malachite. Nice. Anyway, this flat's going to cost $44 for 6 Mindingi mine malachite on Druzy, flat 211. Next up, African turquoise, the colloquialism for chrysocolla biotite. And this one has a fair amount of hematite. Look at that, shiny, shiny. This is from the Blue Mine, the oldest mine, which has closed down a long time ago. It closed down in the 1980s. So this material is pretty special. It has historical significance because Springbok was the first mine to open up. Well, Blue Mine in Springbok was a copper mine. Well, hence the blue oxidation of copper. And these little standing freeforms are rated very good to A grade. They weigh 1.26 kilograms, $44 for their 3 flat 221. Here we go, and yet another variation of the Bucano top. We've done the witch's fingers, the normal ametrine, the smoky large windows over there, and then we come back to the dark lilac, which is, well, the most sought after and also consequently the most expensive of the variations. 35 of these little fellas weigh 910 grams. Here's a little double. 35, do a little sweep. They're going to cost, that's $50 on the dot for 910 grams. That is flat 295. Right, who's ready for some pink? Yummy. Right, cobalt bearing calcite from the legendary Mashamba West mine. Here we go, well formed dogtooth calcite. A little bit of colwezite as well, which on its own value is quite rare because it only comes from Kolwezi in the Congo. There is a special hue of pink. These are rated as very good only. They weigh 1.13 kilograms. That's 2 of these specimens. This one's covered in colwezite. Colwezite is essentially just malachite with cobalt. That's why it's a little bit more olivey, dusky, husky. I suspect that there aren't many of these left unless we get a new shipment in, which I don't see happening anytime soon. So the last of the rhodocalcites, as the colloquialism goes. This flat here is going to cost $213. That is flat 206. Onto the middle of the trolley, we've got a large limonite specimen here, 4.37 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. It has beautiful golden, limonite all around the edges and got bugs everywhere. This Karoi deposit certainly has a lot of cavities, and all these cavities have given way to all these beautiful limonite crystals. As you can see, cavities, 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 cavities. Your average dentist or wet dream. Give this to your dentist. He'd love that. Right, this large cluster is $100 on the dot. Flat to donate. Right, on to a very good to A grade rose quartz sphere, 1.11 kilograms. I checked it earlier, and it does have a asterism. And the asterism is where are you? It's on my right shoulder, that's why. Hello? They just get shy when I hold up the camera. Here we go. There we go, there's the asterism. It's not the best one in the world, but it's there. It's a pretty little pink sphere of rose quartziness. It's going to cost $38. That's for flat 212. Nice. Bastite up next. That's your Piemontite red on a epidote matrix. This is a classic traditional Messina mineral. That's where all the nice stuff comes from. Well, not all the nice stuff. That's where some of the nice stuff comes from. That's where our White and Papagorite comes from. But also Piemontite. Haha. And this is, don't you just love saying, hey, do you want to look at my bastite? This little flat here is rated very good to A grade, 1.47 kilos. The 2 bastite points are going to set you back $50. Flat 243. Bull malachite, a bit of an older pedigree here. This is a nice cabinet specimen here. It weighs, what is this, 1.735 kilograms worth of very good to A grade bull malachite on a druzy. Also from the Mendingi mine. Beautifully well structured formed bull malachite. That little specimen there is going to cost $185. That is for flat 812. Next up, Pentium gargantuanus. This is, well, it's not often that we get anything from Mozambique. Mozambique, we generally was our go-to demortiorite destination, but sometimes these big, beautiful Pentium quartzes come out. This has been partly polished. You can see all that specular hematite over there, and the natural steps. And then loads of little hematoid speckles. It's an interesting one because it seems like it broke off and self-healing ensued. And more of this beautiful iron speckledness around the base. You can see the secondary growths there. It's a large fella. It's just less than 30 kilograms. I can stand it up, but I wasn't going to fool around with that too much. The big polished windows on the side over there. But that is beautiful. 28.5 kgs, rated as very good. It's going to cost a pitiful $698. That is for flat 130. All right, so I haven't done a walk around for quite some time, so I want to go see. Let's see what Albert is busy doing. Albert there, he's our regular Basotho from Lesotho representative. We've got quite the multinational staff retinue here, Zimbabweans, Malawians. Here's the only Basotho. And Lesotho is a wonderful country, Albert, but it's just a pity about the people, isn't it? He's working on some limonite here. There's another butte. That looks like Angolan to me. What else? Some more buchanite hook, more limonite. There's let's see, let's go over here. smoky, well, no, red hematoids. Karoi. Oh, yeah, no, that's nice. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Pretty. Let's see what Vusi's doing. Hello, Teko! Vusi is usually a good indicator of what's coming up. Or, well, Tommy's up there on the steps. What's he doing there, Tommy? What are you doing?
Pulling out some rose quartz items.
So we going to recycle rose quartz. So expect rose quartz to come through. If you're in the market for some rose quartz, happy days. Bussie's busy here with more Karoi stuff. Here's an interesting one. This is yeah. No, it's not that interesting.
How do you find it there, Fraser?
Oh, mate, I'm coming. Often, Vizzy just leaves stuff lying around.
Okay.
Here's some lepidolites. There's a bit of rubellite, but always wanting to see that lithium in the mix. But knowing Vissy, he takes it all for himself. He's a bit of a lithium binger. There's a conglomerate. Got a question from RJ today about malachite spheres, and as much as people do love them, we do battle. Well, we battle all kinds to get them, but they generally speaking are
What do you think from this
conglomerates, which is never ideal. I think this is some of the polished stuff that's absolutely filthy. Some purpurite. Yeah, that needs a lot of cleaning there. Ooh, that's nice. Is that yours? Really? You see, nice piece, man. Nice of you just to leave it around. Oh, that's hot toddy. Sure, that is really hot toddy. Sparkly, juicy coated chrysocolla and cobultion dolomite. Yum, yum. Nice. Just lying around, you know, trying to find a home. Give these rocks a home, please. All these rocks.
For my piece?
Sorry?
25 for my piece.
Your piece?
Yes.
Why is it your piece? Did you pay for it?
It's mine. I put it there.
Oh, that's nice, Vuzi. Okay, no one can have Vuzi's piece. Vuzi, you can sleep in peace tonight. Happy day. Right. Here's Audrey. What's Audrey busy with? Just pricing. There we go. All kinds of busyness here. All things coming up. Golden healers, dioptase, Mandingi. Ooh. Nice, and I saw this earlier. This is absolutely stunning. A very beautiful large celestite. Hasn't been priced yet, but it's only 21.7 kgs, and that is a beaut. That's a beaut. Right, on to, let's do the second trolley while we're here. Hello, Fixter. Who's your wee beast? Gem dog. First table on the second trolley. Yeah, why not? We do some Lesotho Mountain because this is from where Albert comes from. He's the guy that I just spoke to there and there, the Basfutu. He mines these, or his 20 wives do. Oh, he gets so upset when I mention that. These are 20 crystals with beautiful calcite, with a druzy quartz base. These light up a very nice pink beneath the UV. They weigh 550 grams. They're going to cost $27. That is flat 454. Rated as good, very good to A grade. Right. Great for retailing. Great for your UV lovers. Happy days. Right. Some more Hemi chrysocolla morphite from Laputo mine. These are beautiful chrysocolla layer coated in a very thick white druzy. These are rated as very good to A grade. They weigh just over 1 kilogram. These three are going to cost all of, well, that's $38. That's a bonus. That's, sure, that's actually unbelievable. Hang on, let me just check the price here. 680. Yeah, no, that's right. That's flat 270. Nice. Right, next up we got a beautiful flat of Azurine. 70 little crystals here with auto close. And what else have we got here? Auto close. That's a bit of smoky quartz. All broken though. This flat here is rated as very good, 610 grams. The 70 will cost $30 for some Azurine from Zomba Plateau. That is flat 286. Onto some leopard stone gallows. These are reasonably large, 1.62 kgs for the 12, all rated as A grade. The Zimbabwean beauties. What is it? I'm assuming manganese is the black, and then epidota is the green matrix. These will cost $41. That is a flat 233. Then, not straying too far, just across the border to Namibia, we got some red pyro garnets, 880 grams, but I see 276 garnets. So somebody, I know who it was. Hey, Brendan. How long did it take you to count these garnets?
3 minutes max.
Oh, wow. Man, if you're looking for someone to count for your work at home, contact Brendan. 276 in 3 minutes. That's not bad. This flat over here is rated as good to very good. It's going to cost $28 for flat 277. Onto the witchy style Bucano took 24 crystals, some clusters. Here's a cluster. So, nice bit of limonite in the veil there. 920 grams. Flats rated as very good to A grade. $42 for the 35. That's flat 272. Right, on to the next trolley of a beautiful pink porno cobalt calcite with, just like a little mountain of Corwezite with a chrysocolla there. There's 4 specimens in this flat. 790 grams altogether. It's a nice lump. That is some beautiful dog tooth formation, scalenahedral. This flat here is rated as medium good to very good grade only. That's why it's only $83. That's flat 352. Chrysoprase palm stones, 1.69 kgs, rated as good to very good. There are 24 of these shiny little green fellas from Madagascar. They're going to cost $38. That's $38 for some chrysoprase, and that's flat 283. Onto some more Mandingi ball malachite, Congolese green magic. These little ball malachites reside on top of druzy. In this case, some very nice dark. I think that's goethite has taken over there. So, focusing on the drain pipe. These 12 weigh 900 grams. This one's covered. That's beautiful. Say hello to my friend Hematite. Or Gootite, sorry, not Hematite. That's a little bit of limonite there, which is given way to the Gootite. Not very bally, more botroidally. Straight quartz. Let's have a look at the last one over here. This flat here, the rated is very good to A grade. It's going to cost $61. That is flat 274. Some golden healers up next, all 20 palm stones, 1.43 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. These little fellas, beautiful. This flat here is going to cost $41. That is for flat 239. Then for the copper collectors, some libethenite, 1.09 kilograms, very good to A grade. These are nice big crystals. They generally don't have big crystals.
Why are you dying, baby?
Is Fig dying? Fig don't die. Some libethenite from Congo, $57 for the 6. That's flat 240. Cara's busy singing about pink rubellite. Sing it? No? Okay, we can all say suddenly. Right. Blue sky blue calcite from Spitzkoppen, the southern part of the Brandberg-Erongo region. There's some nice mica on here as well. It's 2.29 kilograms. Rated very good to A grade.
I'm telling him he doesn't like fruit.
No. Look at my begging dog. Fig, where are your Fig?
Francis, why do you never feed
The dog
Fig?
doesn't eat apples.
Why don't you feed Fig?
My dog doesn't need feed.
Also,
King.
why don't you feed Stevie?
Yeah, look at poor Stevie's wasting away here.
Stevie's,
You can almost step on it and think it's a carpet.
Stevie's still hanging out here from when I was doing my chicken salad.
Right, some sky blue calcite, $41 for 24. That's flat 20. Onto some polished points. There are 12 of these little beasties, rated as very good to A grade, 750 grams. There's one in hydro in here. I can't see the anhydro. I think I might need a torch. Cora, go find us a torch, please. Oh, yes. So there we go. They're like smoky. There's smoky. That's very smoky. Color of a tea that's had the tea bag left inside for 3 days. Nice. Strong. Here's a bit of a chlorite. I think I can see the chlorite. Thanks, Cora.
Oh, you wanted a torch?
Yes, I want to find an anhydro. Oh, there's that dark 2-day tea. Smoky. See if you can find that one.
Wait, can I find it and then show you?
Right,
Otherwise
so
it's going to be all
this-
weird. You're going to stand and watch me forever.
Who wants to see there's a proper cleavage in this blue calcite? No, we're not going to do that. There's $51 for the 12. Cora's going to come back with the anhydro, flat 249. Then some beautiful chrysocolla covered in druzy, 3 specimens. Some beautiful dendritic patterns of the pterogenite. Very nice.
I don't think there's an anhydro.
You say Audrey's lying?
And I'm saying my eyesight's bad.
Ah.
all that.
Some
traces.
RJ,
But
Cora's just accused you of lying about the anhydra.
I can't find the anhydra.
Oh, it's in the background. It is tiny.
Okay, I have to keep looking then.
All right.
Okay.
720 grams. This rated as all A grade. This flat across color is going to cost 115 Rand. That is flat 268. Next up, we got some beautiful feldspar. Beautiful feldspar. Nice. Oh, look at that. It's a smoky quartz over there covered in opal, highlight opal. There's a... Ooh. No, that's just quartz or colorless. Let me just zoom in on this because I reckon that might very well be... No, it's not tourmaline. I mean, it's not aquamarine. Well, never mind the...
That's aquamarine.
Oh, there we go. Our aquamarine specialist has definitely... well, there you go. Some colorless aquamarine.
It says aquamarine on the tag, and I looked at all the pieces, and that's the only one that shows.
There's some nice highlight opal as well. Very cool specimen, that, with beautiful formations, but not to be outdone by this one.
I couldn't find that anhydra. Someone else will have to let me know if it's there.
Beautifully formed troll tourmaline. It's the old Mercedes.
Hey, we should do the UV room. We haven't done it in a long time.
This flat here weighs 1.63 kilos, rated good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $72. That is flat 248. Next up, we've got 12 pairs of ammonites. There's some nice iridescence, opalization, some more flashes of red. That's cool. That's a hefty little fella. Rated very good to A grade, 620 grams for the 12 pairs. $41 is what it's going to cost. That's flat 231. More Mandingi Malachite, 6 specimens here, 710 grams. These are rated A grade, all of them.
Not
Some beautiful specimens in here. That shelf there. That's a beautiful specimen. This flat here is going to cost $44. That's $44 for 6 Mandingi Mine ball malachites. Flat 257. Right. Then we've got some proper, decent, mature, large, lekker, smoky quartz from Zomba. Bit of iron on the side. 6 of these, they weigh 1.09 kilograms. Oh man, those are stunning. This one here is especially sexy. So get some sun. Some self-healing that's happening there as well. That's a beautiful crystal, man. Here's one with a little bit of azurine. Artfasonite. Very nice. Rated very good. 1.09 kilograms. This flat's going to cost $36. That's flat 250. Right, so if we couldn't find the anhydro here, we can certainly find this one, because this anhydro is that big that it jumps out of the quartz and hits you on the forehead. Look at that. That is massive. There's hardly space. Okay, come on then. Let me try this again. That bubble there is almost as long as my horrid thumb.
So hard.
Wee! Wee! There's too much of it. There's enough there to dilute my whiskey. I shan't be having this one then. That is a beautiful quartz. Comes with another one, slightly milky at the base and then clears up to the front. That milkiness at the base just speaks of the eons giving troubles, lots of growing issues as temperatures decline and increase. 1.26 kilos, both rated as very good. It's going to cost it's $41 for the two. That's flat 278. Onto some cactus course from Madagascar. These two clusters weigh 3.18 kgs, rated as very good to A grade. This is a beauty, not only because it stands, it does have a subtle little greenish, bluish, aluminiumish hint to it. That's a nice. And it comes with a friend. But the friend's only half the friend it used to be. It also stands like so. It's kind of leaning. So these two beautiful cactus quartzes are $40 for flat 238. Then a torch gets in the way, and black tourmaline and feldspar, 1.19 kilograms worth of beautiful, well-formed troll. This flat here is rated as A grade, and it has the tourmaline all over. So you might get tired of looking at it one way, you change it the next day, and it's different again. That little tourmaline is going to cost $69. That's flat 362. Then onto a little museum piece. This is, as opposed to the Mendingi mine malachite, this is Lakasi ball malachite, and it's covered in druzy. It's a large specimen. It weighs 7.16 kilograms. Not too big for most cabinets, but definitely a showpiece of note. Look at the sides there. Oh, let me just try that again. Tell me you can't just look at this for all day long. This little Lakasi special is going to cost $369. Not too bad. For flat 259. Really, Albert? That's not a nice thing to say. What do you think?
This is nice.
You like the chrysocolla?
Very nice.
What else do you like? Albert's very critical. He's seen it all before. Nice azurines, those. He laughs. Albert always makes fun of Nick and myself because we'll go, "Oh mate, that's a beautiful rock." There's like that's just a stunning rock, and and then he grumbles about it because we think all the rocks are beautiful. It's like this here, this Black Knight. Man, that's beautiful. And then Albert would get all upset about it. Alright, so here I am habitually just digging through bins. And anybody interested in some pretty low grade goethite? Quartz for the goths. Got a few. Look at that iridescence there, man. That is actually quite wicked. Just hanging out here. Here we go, some more. Stick tight, anyone? These are really awesome, except clean windows. Interesting formations. Just too much base. That's heavy. Right, let's do the third trolley. The inside factor. Right, first up, we still got some of the African turquoise. That is from the blue mine. These are 3 towers. 1.2 kgs, rated very good. They are quite tall. Let me just try and... Bit of a paler one. This little African turquoise, that's biotite and chrysocolla with not so much hematite on these. These are going to cost $44. That is like $294, a little bit of South African history. More Mindingi malachite, 3 specimens. Or malachite there, not so much ball, or just one ball on top of each other, top of a limonite druzy. These 3 weigh, 1 kilogram on the dot. They're gonna cost $61. That is flat $325. Then on to some darker. Oh, these are nice. Look at that. Small little hedgehog. These are quite dark for Bukanotuk. There's 36 crystals in here. Crystals and clusters. It's another really dark one. They're rated as, sure, they're all over the show. Good, good, A, double A. They're only going to be $26. That is very cheap for Bukanotuk, regardless of flavor or grading. Flat $434. Yeah. Then some chrysocolla, flat of 12. Very good to A grade, 750 grams. Let's take our time to admire the turquoise because they come and then they go and we don't see them for a long time again. So having them now, I'm just going to make the most of it. Beautiful juicy. Look at that vug. Sure, that's gorgeous. This last one's got a nice bit of malachite on. Beautiful, beautiful flat. It's $88 for the 12. It's going to be flat 288. Then another type or variance of book, and I took 6 of these clusters with a lot of limonite to this one. They're kind of flattish little fellas. These are rated as very good to A grade, 1.16 kilograms, $41 for the 6. That is for flat 205. Then a flat of mixed goodies. These little, ooh, that natural term, double terminated. Look at that, that's cool. It's kind of special. Natural double termination. There we go. A little hook in there. In the midst, the amethyst, mumbwa, and then the red hematoids. From Karwe. So, look at that beautiful secondary growth causing the veil. That's gorgeous. There's a large base. Pretty. Oh, there we go. Pretty flat. What is that? Weird. Yeah, weird one. There we go. That's not so weird. That's pretty. 1.74 kilograms. This let's just have a look. This is jacaranda, I think. Yeah. Look at that veil on the inside, man. That's cool. Nice. $43 for the lots of them. That's a flat 225. Onto the Laputo mine variation of chrysocolla with the heavy dusting of white druzy. Quite a large specimen, nice, lots of vugs, joined by his little quartz friend, the chrysocolla, all around the sides. This flat's rated as a very good to A, 1.13 kilograms. It's going to cost $39 for these two beauties. That's flat 217. Right, onto some Sashi River partly polished agates. They are all A grade, and that is why I kept them. They are mostly have all beautiful bands. Slight translucency there. It's always pleasant. It's cool seeing how the sun penetrates the actual geode or the agate. That grand. That's very cool. flat of 20 Sashi River Reds, 1.69 kilograms. They're going to only cost $37. That is for flat 322. Onto some small ammonites. There are 20 little pairs in here. Most of them have a nice little bit of iridescence. Rated very good to, oh no, good, very good to A grade. Yeah. This flat here is going to cost $31 only. That is for flat 321. More tree limbs from Gokwe in Zimbabwe. There are 6 of these beauties. 1.65 kilograms is what they weigh. They're rated as good to very good. A bit of druzy on the side. Very slight. This flat of tree limbs from Gokwe, they're going to cost $30 only. That is flat 311. Then we got 2 watermelon fluorite slices. They're nice and thin as well. Lovely translucency. There's beautiful bands of green, purple, and a little bit of blue in the middle there as well. I don't think my camera is picking it up at all. Maybe if it's in the shade. No, still not. This is only polished one side. Rated as very good, 1.18 kgs, $46 for the 2 slices. That is flat 353. Righto, onto some nice agerine. A flat that Albert, what is the word, backed up. There's 20 of these beautiful little specimens. Nice orthoclase. There's a, I don't know what that orange is. It's probably mica. Vermiculite is too easy to say vermiculite. That's the first time I've seen that yellow. I might just have to go to Nick. These are rated as good, very good to A grade. So a little bit of zircon, or was that siderite? This is probably siderite. Some iron oxidation. And there, those beautiful little quartzes with the blue tips. Those are awesome. Little forest of agerine. Very cool flat. It's going to cost $40 for the 20. That's flat 220. Then we've got a lot of Valentine quartz. That's just basically chloride quartz from Zimbabwe. Some of these are really, really nice natural double terminations. And there's a couple of great examples. One right at the top there and there. Nice garden quartz. There's 2.34 kilograms of it, rated good, very good to A grade, 2.34. This flat's going to cost, oh, I love these. I do think they're very cool. $79 for flat 306. Then Mendingi, and well, let's just start with the big one. There's 6 specimens rated very good to A grade. This one's heavy, large, nice, well-formed quartz crystals with that beautiful chatoyant, sparkly malachite. That's pretty. Joined by 5 others. This one's got a fair amount of goethite at the base. more botroidal than anything else. This is a bit more bally. I'm actually surprised we're still getting to see some of this deposit. I won't be surprised if we don't see much more of it going forward. Yeah, rare stuff, super rare stuff. Never mind the war in Congo. This flat here, 1.36 kilos. It's going to cost $64. That is flat $279. Onto a flat of 24 limonite specs. There's they weigh 2.53 kilos, rated as very good to A grade. I'm just looking for the ones with inclusions. There's some secondary growth in there. Here's a little bit of red hematoid, just subtle hints of it really. That's a nice flat of limonite. Let's have a look at this one. Druzy over the top, but otherwise this would be the runt of the litter. This flat's going to cost $61. That is flat $244. More of the Laputo mine, chrysocolla / hemi. 5 specimens. The druzy is so dense that it's battling to sparkle much. There's a bit of kaolinite on top as well. Nice thin layer of chrysocolla with all that druzy. Malachite here. Malachite as well as chrysocolla, a bit more botroidal. No, it's just a little bit of chrysocolla with a whole bunch of quartz over the top. Not the best specimen, but part of the bunch. 960 grams for the 5, $36 only. That is flat $301. Polished smoky quartz points, 6 of them rated as very good A to double A. It's a serious alluvial action there. Nice. Tastes like all grey tea. Largest of them have beautiful wisps. These 6 standing points are going to cost $57. That is flat $299. Next, Salrose, all compulsion dolomite. Get away, get some sunlight in there. There's 20 of these beauties. I'm not going to go through all of them. They all have druzy on top, just to make them sparkle. It's a really nice, well-formed dolomite or compulsion dolomite. These are rated as good to very good only. Stands to reason it'll be cheap, and it is $36 for the 20. That is flat $313. Onto a flat of black ammonites. I think we are at the end of our black ammonite run. So this is probably one of the last ones. 3 pairs. Let's see much no pyrite on these. Nice calcite in those vugs. These are rated as very good to A grade. They're only going to cost $33. That is flat 631. Onto some book and notebook. We got 12 clusters here. Pretty flat. No, these don't excite me at all. Well, this one does. That's the darker version. Rated very good to A grade. Right, maybe you. No. These don't excite me at all. $51 is also not an exciting amount. So 315 is the flat number. Laputo mine, and we are going for 7 of these beautiful chrysocolla quartz and druzy. Well, druzy and malachite. This one. Specimens. We've got some seriously troidal formations beneath the druzy. These are rated good to very good only, and you can see why. Not the best quality. There's that druzy again, all that copper infused as well. It's $29, which is grand. $29 for some Laputo mine chrysocolla and malachite and druzy and quartz. Here we go. Right, Namibian picture stone, this very hard jasper, 2 standing freeforms, imitating the landscape of Namibia itself. Beautiful dendritic patterns. This is a beautiful standing freeform. Comes with a friend. This little fella here, 2.38 kgs is what both of them weigh together. These are nice, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $78 for the 2. That's flat 302. Mndingi mine, one last one for the day. 1.47 kilograms worth of very good rated botroidal malachite on top of goethite. Nice quartz. That's where the what used to be limonite, now it's goethite. The specimen here is going to cost $79. That is for flat 252. 2 clear quartz points next up, with nice limonite veils. These 2 are rated very good to A grade. They weigh 1.26 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $40. That's for the 2 quartz points. That's flat 305. Then a large, and I'm going to go to the other side here, a large rose quartz bowl. It weighs 5.77 kilograms, and I'm just going to show it here and then hold it up to the sun. Maybe that does it better justice. It's a large rose quartz bowl. It's beautiful pink and gemmy. And very lovely, translucence. This bowl here is going to cost $132 for flat 567. And then the last for today is a standing polished blue lace agate. This is the Malawi version of blue lace agate. Here we go, lots of quartz in the middle, the beautiful sky blue Malawi blue lace around the sides, a couple of rainbow veils in the quartz itself. Very pretty, very impressive little decor piece. Stretches all the way down, over and up. It's rated very good to A grade. It's beautiful. It weighs, what does it weigh? It weighs 2.39 kilograms. And it's going to cost, in the shade, maybe that looks better. Yeah, it does like. It's $105 for the large blue lacer. That's a flat 137. That's it. Guys, thank you very much for hanging around. I hope everyone got something. I have no news. No news is good news, they say, but I don't believe that. More news. Well, at least I don't have to lie to you or make false promises about shipment deliveries. I didn't expect them. Have a good night. Thanks, guys. Cheers.